Bethel High School in Hampton, Virginia on January 17th, 2017. We've got a great ball game for you tonight. The Bethel Bruins come in with a record of 12-3. They welcome in their crosstown rivals, the Hampton Crabbers, with a record of 12-2. This is Frank Edgar with Wube Gabray here at Bethel in a packed house. Wube, this should be a very exciting ball game.
It's good to see. Packed house. The first time they played at Hampton, it was the same way. So these crosstown rivals, hopefully it can live up to the first time they played. It was an overtime win by Hampton.
Well, we've had a crowd in here since the girls' game started, and it has got nothing but more full as we've sat here. We've got a variety of college coaches, and why not? We've got at least 6-1 division prospects here playing amongst the two teams. We got two of the veteran coaches here in the Peninsula District. We got a veteran crew of officials. It should be a great ball game, one worthy of a crowd like this.
Absolutely, love to see two of the better teams in the state as well.
Well, the teams have brought full cheerleading squads. That shows you how important this is. They got everybody here. They can fit into in the auditorium here or the gym here at Bethel. Principal Ralph Saunders welcomed us in, and we'll never get to interview him, but he welcomed us when we hit the mics off. The fans now are going to stand and for the national anthem. Beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner will be ready to go here in just a few minutes. Here comes the principal, Ralph Saunders of Bethel High School.
We're going to Cam Bacon. 1,300 points, Frank. We're going to honor him today at the game. Former players coming back, help out their alma mater, help out their former high school programs.
You mentioned early game, we had Tony Rutland here tonight. Tony is back. Tony, a star here at Bethel High School. He won the state title with his running mate Allen Iverson back in 1991, I believe it was.
93, actually.
93, excuse me. And went on and played 4 years at Wake Forest with a little fella named Tim Duncan, who people hadn't heard of too much.
Just
and then went
bit.
on in the pros. He's back coaching at Hampton Christian. We got to interview him during the football season, but great to have Tony here tonight. The Crabbers now being introduced. And Marquise Godwin leaves them wearing number 0. The other starters for the Crabbers, Matthias Caver. Matthias Caver wearing number 4. Quishon Harris wearing number 10. Mustadi Pitt, who has grown a lot in his years at Hampton High School. Pitt wearing number 30, and then number 34, Jaquez Yao gets the call tonight for the Crabbers.
Yeah, Pitt's already signed to Norfolk State, Godwin to Old Dominion, and Ray is verbally committed to Hofstra, Hampstead, New York, on Long Island.
And we'll see Jalen Rayo, I think, later. Here come the Bruins starters. Number 1 for the Bruins, Michael James Green. Number 4, Deshaun Coleman. Here's Cam Baycoat, number 5. Cam still wearing his warm-up top. Here's DeJour Dickens, the little short fella there. 7-footer Dickens, who has grown a tremendous amount in his years. And, of course, the athlete that many people come to see, whether he's playing football or basketball, Jeremiah Owusu.
Two-star athletes going to UVA.
And we've mentioned that Marcus Hagens, assistant football coach and former Hampton High star, the assistant football coach at UVA, down here to watch Jeremiah. Try to keep all the other coaches away from him. Here comes a veteran official crew out on the floor. We'll be ready to go here in just a minute. These gentlemen have been calling games on Peninsula District for a number of years. We should get a really good game tonight out of them. Dickens makes his way out of the Bethel huddle.
Listed as 7 foot.
Certainly 7 foot with the hair.
Yeah.
We figured I was going to guess 6'11", but you know, in basketball, everybody's about an inch taller than
what they're listed at.
Yep. But Dickens has come a long way. He was a tall fellow as a 9th grader, and he got pushed around a little bit. He has put on muscle, and he's extremely quick. Very athletic big man, which is what the college coaches like to see, and many of them here tonight to see the young man play. Marquise Godwin wearing number 0 there. Look at what Coach Eric Brown, the Hampton Crabbers, is going to have jump against Dickens.
This might be a
Quishon Harris
trying to be made.
He makes his debut at center for the Crabbers, and he lets Dickens take the cap. And Wu Bay's got the call for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Miles Barrett, the most consistent, according to the coaches so far this season, over to Owusu, the 2-star athlete. Is a quick foul.
It's on Jaquez Yao on guarding DeJour Dickens. And the Crabbers, as you know, are going to feel like they've got 5 fouls a man, and they're going to hammer Dickens. That's the way you deal with a 7-footer. So Yao gets the start tonight, and he's already picked up his first.
Barrett, first-year starter, number 1. Cam Bako has been. It seems like he's been here forever. He's 3-year starter over to Dickens. Jumper from Dickens is good over Caver.
Well, you see the athleticism already.
Yeah, that's
Dickens.
his shot. He can make that shot.
He was not going to make it in 9th grade, but he makes it now as a senior, and the scouts just drooling over that young man.
It's Harris over to Pitt. Guarded by Owusu, goes behind the back, over to Harris. Harris loses it. It's going to be Bethel's basketball.
First turnover for the Crabbers. So here come the Bruins again.
Cam Bako. Looks like Hampton is some kind of a zone.
Well, Hampton plays that complex zone that rotates. It's an impressive defense.
3 by Coleman, no good. Godwin with the rebound. Marquise Godwin, the Old Dominion commit.
Will be a nice pickup for the Monarchs. Jeff Jones has got to be very pleased landing him.
Pitt.
Man-to-man
by
from the
Coleman.
Bruins.
Godwin on Bako. 2 good friends, Pitt, Coleman.
Mustadi Pitt's grown at least 6 inches since he was a 10th grader.
Yes.
So is Marquise Godwin.
Caver in the Pitt for 3. No good. Cam Bako with the rebound. Bako fakes the 3, goes to Coleman. Coleman far side, gives it in to Owusu. Owusu goes in, no good. Pitt takes it out of Dickens' hands. Pitt goes in. Pitt, no. Owusu looks like he almost altered the shot.
I'm surprised he didn't call him banging on the backboard there while the shot was on the glass.
Barrett over to Baycoat for three. No good. Baycoat with a little crossover goes to the goal. It's blocked by Caver, but they're going to call a foul.
It's going to be on Yao again, number 34, his second. Tariq Grogan's going to check in for Yao. Grogan's a whale of a football player. Hard hitter.
Cam Baycoat, first shot is good.
So Yao out, Grogan's in.
Another football player.
But an impressive hitter.
Yeah.
We enjoyed watching him play. He always found himself in the right spot. Let's see if he can do it on the hardwood.
And Baycoat's second free throw was good, so it's 4-0 Bethel. With a good look at Pitt. Point guard for Hampton. Over to Harris, Godwin. Little stutter step move on Baycoat. Baycoat's right there in the caver. Back over to Harris. Good D by Barrett. Godwin has nowhere to go. Pull up by Godwin. Good.
Three-point shot by Marquise Godwin against really good defense by Cam Baycoat.
Great defense by Baycoat, but he shot it. And those guys have been battling for years. They're good friends.
Yeah, they played all 4 years against
Coleman
each other.
for three. Good. This is the rivalry everybody wanted to see, the three-point shooting, the athleticism. Caver up top of the key by Dickens. Harris is open for three. He takes a shot, and he's good.
Changing baskets here. A good basket from Harris. They're going to need that.
Starting to heat up here, Frank.
This is what high school basketball is really all about right here. Packed house, close stands, two good teams.
Barrett, who Breon said was the most consistent so far this year at the top of the key, guarded by Pitt.
Caver draws the guard
Dickens. And Owusu. Muscles inside, call.
And I'm stunned he didn't get the offensive foul called. Instead, they're going to call defensively on Godwin. Godwin's first foul. Owusu question is to the line.
Get a good look at Jeremiah Owusu. Going to UVA to play football. We talked about it during the football season. He could have a Division I scholarship in basketball as well. So athletic. Jack of all trades on both sports. Just one of those hustle glue guys.
Good academic, too.
Absolutely. His brother's at William & Mary on the Gates Millennium Scholarship. So it runs in the family. Great athlete as well. First free throw is good by Owusu, 8-6 Bethel. Second free throw is no good. Godwin with the rebound. Godwin, he's feeling it. Godwin goes to the goal, nothing there. Good. Barrett was there, almost go for the foul, but Caver just used his size and strength on that one as Barrett went under him.
Barrett picks up the foul that time. Got caught underneath the bigger man. Grab a ball underneath. They trail it by 2 here, middle way through the first quarter.
Caver into Pitt, guarded by Owusu. Owusu goes in. They're going to call Pitt for traveling. Good defense by Owusu, and I think he saw the 7-footer and wanted to change his mind on that one.
Well, that's Mustadi Pitt's his forte is driving the hole, and he's always been like it, even when he was much shorter. Now he's such a big man.
Yeah.
But you see still the determination to get to the basket.
Baycoat, guarded by Pitt.
Dickens has set a huge pick.
Owusu into Dickens.
Walk.
They're going to call it travel on Dickens.
I think the big man was looking for somebody a little closer to him to lean against. He couldn't find him and ended up taking that extra step.
Pitt. Good defense by Owusu. Scroggins. And he's traveling. Little jitters early on, Frank.
Well, it is a big game with a big crowd.
Yep.
And really good man-to-man defense by the Bruins. Cam Baycoat, who keeps that solemn expression on his face throughout the game.
Doesn't change much. Baycoat over to Barrett. It's going to be a three by Coleman. Coleman hits it.
His second of the night.
Deshaun Coleman, the senior. Caver over to Harris. Harris over to Groggins. Behind the back, good dribbling, good defense by Coleman. Harris goes in, nowhere to go. He sees a steal by Baycoat. Oh, and Baycoat's called for traveling.
He's team with a turnover. 4 turnovers on the Crabbers now, 2 on the Bruins. Crabbers need to find a little system. Harris comes out.
And Corey Joyner comes in. Still no Ray. Jalen Ray, one of their top players, is still on the bench. Pitt comes over half court, guarded by Owusu. Pitt around the screen by Caver. Caver on the pop. Over to Joyner. Joyner takes the drive, goes into Caver. Good pop by Caver. Good shot. No good. Godwin with the tip.
Nice tip by Marquise Godwin. He moves to the hole as well as anybody.
11-8
right to the basket.
11-8 Bethel. Baycoat inside the bear. It's Owusu. I'm sorry. Owusu goes in strong and gets the layup.
That's all muscle right there by Jeremiah Owusu. Got his inside position.
Rogers goes over. Behind the back, over to Joyner, the junior. Joyner over to Groggins for 3. Yes.
Tariq Groggins. Found money for the Crabbers right there.
So 13-11 Bethel.
Scoreboard's got not keeping up, but it's 13-11 on our score, and that's correct.
Bayco for 3. No. Goes out of bounds.
Bayco taking that shot from somewhere near Hampton Road Center Parkway and missed that. So the Crabbers get the ball. 13-11. That's what I've got, 13-11. Yeah, they've caught up on the scoreboard on one end. Here come the Crabbers.
Joyner goes over to Godwin. Godwin drives. Good fade away from Godwin. No. Caver with the rebound. Joyner goes inside. Kicks out to Groggins. Groggins fake over Coleman. Good fake. No good. Air ball.
Wasn't able to corral the rebound. Ball goes to Bethel as he stepped on the line. Pitt did, trying to get that ball back to his teammate. Cam Baycoat getting a little shot happy here in the first quarter.
Yeah.
He's going to have to try to find his range. The 13-11 Bruins here.
And I think they're going to look at the clock.
There's a discussion about the numbers. The clock on one end now is caught up scoreboard-wise, but I think the clock at the end of the officials are pointing out on the Bethel end of the floor is correct. Minute 12 to go here in the first. 13-11 Bethel is the score. The scoreboards seem to have gone in different directions. Now they match. They do match. Our game is correct. 13-11 is shown on the screen. Gives everybody a little bit of a breather. There's a rebound. That's Groggins from deep. Makes the shot.
Great touch.
That's found money if you get Groggins shooting 3-pointers for the Crabbers. Real good addition. Instead of a very athletic young man. Not somebody you want to feel a hit on a football field.
No, not at all. There's Darius Hester, the 5'10 junior guard, is in now for Barrett over to Coleman.
Young man.
Actually, Matthew Harrod is also in for Bethel.
Well, good pass. The good pass would have resulted in the bucket. Pass a little low. Turnover for the Bruins. They're third.
Joyner over to Groggins. Groggins in the Godwin. Godwin with the fadeaway. No. Rebound Baycoat.
Well, you can see Godwin is right on, long and short. Again, sign of a good shooter.
Baycoat goes in with a pull-up. No good. Godwin with the rebound. Good spin move by Godwin, and he's fouled.
A good play by Godwin. He draws a foul on Cam Baycoat.
And they're going to call it on the floor.
We're having to check both sides now, but that's first foul on Cam Baycoat. Baycoat's going to take a breather.
Bethel gets younger with freshman Jalen Davis comes in now for Bethel, 5'9" freshman. You see the replay as Godwin going to
Second
spin
foul. That's going to be called on the Bruins, number 4, Deshaun Coleman. He picks up the foul in the corner. Coleman's first. Grabbers inbound again. And Pitt's pass bounces on the inbound line and that's a turnover. The Crabbers' 5th turnover of the quarter. Eric Brown a little disgusted with that. The head coach of the Crabbers.
Jalen Davis into Hester. Davis, the freshman, over to Hester.
Coach Craig Breon thinks
Coleman for 3. That's his shot. No good. Rebound by Joyner. Joyner pushes out over to Groggins. Groggins thought about the 3. Godwin's going to go into the goal. Good pull up by Godwin, and it's going to be good.
What a play by Marquise Godwin. Well, this game level at 13.
And Jalen Davis is not sure of the clock, and it's going to be no good. It's going to be 13-11, actually 13-13 after the first quarter.
Well, what we saw that time, Godwin with 7 points already for the Bruins. Coleman with 6. Owusu with 3. Dickens, the 7-footer, with 2.
Yeah.
Now Yao picked up a foul on him. And they're going to send in Justin Red to start second quarter against Dickens. Probably put a little meat on the floor for the Crabbers. Red, of course, the football lineman, who's what, 6'6" on a short day.
Yeah, Red's listed at 6'6", 300.
Which matches the other 4 linemen of the Crabbers this year.
Yeah.
So good ball game so far. The Crabbers with a few too many turnovers. The Bruins with a few too many too long shots, not making that 3-pointer. Bako started out a little bit too deep after getting that honorary ball there.
Yeah.
Because Cam Bako with 2 points both on free throws here in the first quarter. Here comes Justin Red. He's the large human being on the left, wearing number 50.
Jalen Ray as well.
And Jalen Ray makes his first appearance. Ray wears number 20. There may have been a little disciplinary thing, if I had to guess. A little, maybe not hustle in practice. But Ray on the floor, and he is a spectacular guard.
Yes, he is. Joyner. Into Godwin.
Man-to-man steal by the Bruins.
Screen by Red. Godwin goes in. It's pull out.
And that's going to be goaltending. Ball was on the backboard, and Godwin points that rule out to his 7-foot opponent. So Godwin picks up his 8th and 9th point.
Breon staying with the young guards, Hester and Davis in the backcourt. Guarded by Joyner. Dickens comes up for the screen, and he releases.
5 second call. Joyner with good defense there, Corey Joyner. He looks a lot like that Joyner that played on the 2012 team too. I wonder if they're related.
They might be.
Very similar physique and a neutral face out there on playing in this high tension game.
Godwin, Red with the screen. Godwin for 3, no good.
He just rims out.
Rebound Hester. Hester loses it, spin move.
Ball's gonna belong to the Bruins. Joyner wasn't able to corral it. Red sets a pick that you could have an 18-wheeler go around and be open. Estadi Pitt's gonna come back in. Dragon's gonna take a seat. He's got 3. Pitt yet to score for the Crabbers. Here's Miles Barrett back in the game.
Into Owusu. Owusu goes to the goal. Easy layup for Owusu, and he gets it.
Jeremiah with 5 now for the Bruins. Bruins
Ray.
stay with the man-to-man.
Jalen Ray guarded by Owusu. Pitt on Davis. It's going to be on the floor. Fouled by Jalen Davis, the freshman. That's a hard matchup for him to take on that senior, Masadi Pitt.
It is, but I like his poise.
I do.
They take him out now and put Baycoat back in, but I like his poise as a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking to Coach Craig Breon yesterday about that. Pitt again with the ball.
Yeah, goes inside. Owusu's on Ray. Godwin over the pit. Ray, guarded by Owusu. Calls for a screen from Red. Ray for three, no good. Rebound by Baycoat.
Notice that left hand that time. A lot of players don't pick up on that defensively, and Ray takes advantage.
Good pass over to Owusu. Owusu goes up, and he's blocked. Gets his own rebound. This time he's not blocked.
That's that
work. It's going to be a timeout by Hampton.
Well, the work ethic we see out of Jeremiah Owusu, we see it in every sport he plays.
Yeah.
And they see it here at Bethel in the classroom.
So we have a tight game.
Bruins back out in front by 2. As the Bruins cheerleaders put on the show. Here's the replay here. Dickens doing a nice job finding Owusu underneath. There's another angle. Cameron Baycoat into Dickens. And that's something that is valued in the big man, is the ability to make the pass from the top of the key. There's your Dickens. Good picture of the young man. Can't miss him in a crowd, that's for sure. Unless you're at the Boo Williams tournament, where he'll probably be in April.
That's right.
Where they're all about 7 feet tall in that great tournament that Boo puts on every year.
The best of the best on that one.
Travers trail it by 2 here with 6:08 to go in the second quarter.
Joyner still in at the point. Inside to Red. Red looking for somewhere to go. He has Godwin for 3. Good.
Marquise Godwin is on fire tonight. 2 3-pointers. Goes with 3 baskets, 12 points for Marquise.
Dickens back to Owusu with Godwin on him.
Offensive
foul. Call offensive foul on Owusu.
Good defense by Godwin as he keeps his hands straight up. Owusu said, a good call. You got me on that one. The aggression pays off more times than not. Godwin's going to get a breather. And Matthias Caver comes back. And Caver, a real plus for the Crabbers. Sometimes outshined by the other 3, but a real plus.
Joyner over the half court over to Ray. Owusu's doing a great job on Ray since he's been in. Ray over to Red. Looking to Caver. Caver kicks it over to Joyner. Joyner over to Ray. Ray looking for a screen from Red. Now he has Dickens. Goes in to Red. Layup is no good. Hester gets it.
Red got a hammer that time by Dickens. No calls, but it's going to get tough inside for the big man.
Baycoat goes in.
And they call it offensive foul on Dickens. His
setting
second.
A screen.
His first, excuse me. So Dickens picks up a foul. 16 fouls now on the Bruins, 3 on the Crabbers. Godwin on the bench for the Crabbers now. Joyner brings it up.
Joyner. Hampton up by 1. Joyner. Guarded by Barrett. Now Red. Back to Joyner.
That ball looks like a baseball in Red's hands.
Pitt goes in. Looks like he lost it. Blocked by Dickens. They call it goaltending.
And it was goaltending. Ball had reached its apex. And once it's up top like that, ask Patrick Ewing about that play. The basket given to Pitt on the goaltending.
I guess that's a luxury of having a 7-footer.
It is indeed. Just a little too far from the shot. So 2 goaltenders now on Dickens.
There. Into Dickens. Over to Baycoat. Baycoat on Godwin. Godwin has him. Over to Barrett. Barrett with a fake. Barrett goes in for the layup, and it's good.
Good play by Barrett. Reading Justin Red. Red was not going to come off of Dickens. So the lane was open.
Jalen Ray with the crossover. Good pull-up. Good shot by Jalen Ray. That's what he did in the first good matchup, Frank.
Well, again,
if he starts feeling it.
Left-handed, and they often don't play in that side.
Now he's back on the defensive end, into Dickens. Dickens over to Baycoat. Baycoat's going to shoot the 3. Good.
That's Cam Baycoat there. That's a bullseye Baycoat. Time called. 30-second call by the Bruins.
So the playmakers, as we talked about in football, Frank, are doing it on the basketball court. Jalen Ray, Godwin, Baycoat. So
for them, and Owusu,
yeah.
And now Baycoat with 5.
This looks like this is going to be the 3 by Baycoat.
See Dickens with a great passing. Look how far behind the arc he is. Great shot by Cam Baycoat. Baycoat had 40 the other night.
Yeah.
So he can put the ball in the hoop.
Yes, he can.
But Dickens doing all the things you want a big man to do. Setting the pick, making the pass from the free throw line.
Hasn't scored. You think he scored 2, but like you said, doing the other things to keep his team in it, and it's tied up at 22. Great game here at Bethel. Great atmosphere. Caver over to Godwin, guarded by Baycoat. Into Pitt. Pitt with a post. Good post-up move. Good spin. That's off.
Well,
rebound by Coleman.
Great defense by Miles Barrett. He was out-heighted on that one, but he stayed on Pitt, making Pitt fall away, and the shot was short.
Baycoat. Good screen by Dickens. 3 by Baycoat is good.
Second
now
three-pointer.
Baycoat's feeling it.
Well, good moving pick he got away with. Dickens got away with a moving pick. Baycoat takes full advantage of the 7-footer, and he is a dead-eye shooter. He is not going to miss many of those.
And Godwin has it in his turn with Baycoat on him. Good screen by Red. Good pull-up. No good. Actually, almost a goaltend by Dickens.
Unbelievable. Baycoat looking for another one.
Another screen. Good pass over to Dickens, and a dunk by Dickens.
That's a great pass by Baycoat to Dickens.
Good pick and roll. Baycoat to Dickens for the dunk. That gets the crowd into it.
Well, Godwin and Baycoat going at each other pretty good right now.
Yes, sir.
And
Ray.
Dickens.
Ray for 3. Off. Baycoat with the rebound.
Oh, I thought good defense there. But it called on the ground. Ray picks up his first foul. Baycoat driving the hole, doing exactly what he's supposed to. Watch his pass here. It's a beautiful pass.
Well, watch the screen first.
See the pick
screen,
and then the roll.
Good roll.
Red stays up,
and
there's nothing you can do with that. Godwin actually smart not to foul.
Yeah, he jumped, but he thought about it.
No reason to foul on that. Baycoat again
Baycoat
from the
for
corner. 3 again.
With 30-22 Bethel.
3 3-pointers by Baycoat. He's warming up here.
Pitt, he likes that post move. It goes in, and they're going to call a foul on the floor.
Yep, and that's going to be on Barrett, his second. Crabbers are spreading out, being very patient, typical Eric Brown style. Be patient. Now Eric sweats more than the players do, but he may sweat a lot, but he tells his players to relax, to spread out, and that's what brought.
He keeps that towel in his left hand.
He does. 1-1 for Pitt.
Free throw was good by Pitt.
He gets a second one. So 30-23 now, as Barrett's got to go to the bench with his 2 fouls. He and Yao, the only 2 in the game with 2 fouls.
Pitt's second free throw is no good. Rebound Dickens over to Baycoat.
Now the Crabber defense coming to life here. They're going to have to figure out how to play that pick and roll, as Baycoat and Dickens have played it perfectly. Coach Eric Breon's going to get his offense, try to draw the Crabbers out of the zone.
Baycoat, he all thought about the 3. Over to Harrod, the junior. Back over to Baycoat, the senior. Screen by Dickens again. Thought about the 3. He has Godwin on him. Looks over at Breon, Coach Breon, to see what he wants to call. Baycoat's going to call his own number. He's going to go to the goal. Layup by Baycoat is good. He's fouled.
Red picks up the foul, his first. And Baycoat with a chance for a 3-point play.
Cam Baycoat the senior, stepping up in the game for the Bruins.
At home, too, and he loves to play in front of this crowd. Red that time, thought he had to block, took the swipe instead of the tap.
Free throw, no good. Ray tried to get it, but he's off his hands. It's going to be Bethel's ball.
No good hustle out there by Bethel's number 11, Matthew Harrod, to be able to get the ball back to his team.
Into Dickens. Bako for three, and he's fouled by Caver.
Caver leaped into the defense, not straight up, and he gets called for the foul. 3 free throws now for Cam Bako. So Bako with 11 in the quarter, giving him 13 in the game, and he's the difference right now for the Bruins.
First free throw, no good by Bako. It's Mikael James Green, the 5'9" sophomore, is checked in for Bethel.
Yeah, I identified him earlier. It was Miles Barrett that got the start. Michael in now. The second free throw good by Bako. Third free throw.
10-point lead for Bethel. Third one is good. So Bethel up by 11. Godwin inbounds to Ray.
Under a minute here in the second quarter.
Harrod is going to be on Ray.
You're going to see a lot of one-on-one, especially Jalen Ray here. Think if he can take his man.
Ray, crowd gets into it, last 20 seconds.
Ray taking his time.
They're gonna go for the ISO here. Crowd gets into it, 14 seconds left. It's gonna be Ray against Harrod in last play. Crowd wants to see what's gonna happen.
Dickens is gonna drift underneath the hole to block the last shot.
Ray for three, no good. Rebound Coleman.
That does it for the half. Bethel with an 11-point lead going to the locker room here. In an exciting second quarter where the Bruins push ahead behind the strong performance of Cameron Bako with 13 in the quarter, 15 in the game for Cam, and leading the Bruins to the lead. We're going to take a break here at halftime. We'll be right back here to Bethel High School. The score at halftime, the Bethel Bruins 34, the Hampton Crabbers 23. Welcome back to Bethel High School here in Hampton. We're about ready to start third quarter in an exciting game here. The Bruins push it out to a 11-point lead in the second quarter behind the strong shooting of Cam Bako, who went for 3 3-pointers, a couple free throws and a basket. Counted for 13 points in that quarter. So Bako, the leading all scorers with 15. Marquise Godwin for the Crabbers. Started off hot, cooled a little bit in the second quarter. He's got 12 for the Crabbers to lead that squad. 2 veteran coaches here tonight, Wube. Eric Brown, and of course assisted by longtime Hampton coach Walter Brower. And on the Bethel side, Craig Breon. Two great coaches that had a tremendous amount of success.
Eric Brown, a former player for the Crabbers. Coach Breon's been here 21 years. So both teams know exactly what their programs are about. A lot of the players come in already knowing what the programs are about. So these coaches are veterans to the game, and as you see it on the court, great basketball so far tonight.
Cam Bako guarded by Jalen Ray. So Ray gets to start here in the third quarter. He did not play the first quarter, but he's going to guard Cam Bako, who had the hot hand for the Bruins in the second quarter.
Good move. It's a good move by Barrett. No good. Harris for the shot, and I don't know what was going on that play. It's going over. It's like it was a tip pass. I think it was a pass, and Bethel tipped it, yeah.
So Harris is showing a lot of athleticism out there in the land of the Giants.
Harris on the inbound goes to Ray. Ray saves it before it goes to the other side. Ray, guarded by Wusu.
A lot of going back and forth across the lane there as Godwin tries to get free. He does.
Godwin for three. No.
Nobody on the weak
Dickens.
side. Caver's got to get over that weak side with the crab. A steal there by Jalen Ray. The left-hander goes up, misses it. He's fouled, though. That's going to be Barrett's third, I believe. It is.
Oh, Barrett's been a steady force on Bethel's offense.
Miles Barrett picks up his third. We're going to see the youngster, probably Jalen Davis. Coach Craig Breon had a lot of faith in Barrett. But with 3 fouls here early in the third, an 11-point lead, you may see a sub. Foul is called on the ground, so Jalen Ray doesn't get a couple shots. He throws it in instead. Caver.
Over to Pitt, guarded by Coleman. Pitt with the dribble, crossover. Good D by Coleman, good pump fake by Pitt, no good. Rebound by Barrett. Good defense by Bethel.
Pitt's got to get going straight up and down. He's moving either forward or backward. It's not helping his jumper tonight.
Barrett into Dickens. Good move by Dickens. Caver with a good block. Dickens with an up and under. He misjudges the ball and misses the dunk. Looks like it slipped right out of his hands. Godwin
real good
gets the loose ball. Yes, sir.
Defense by Caver.
And Godwin loses it. Thrown away by Ray as he tried to save it before it went out of bounds. Over to Barrett. Barrett, long pass over to Bako. Bako's feeling it for 3. No good. It's rebounded by Ray.
4 on 2 for the Crabbers.
Ray goes over to Pitt, and Pitt lays it in.
Pitt needed that. Mastati Pitt needed a good layup there to get him going. And this is why he has Miles Barrett in the game, to get the ball into the big man and then start that movement. Baycoat goes to the corner.
Baycoat up and under. Coleman, he's a 3-point specialist for 3. Coleman, good.
Coleman's third 3-pointer of the ball game. They're going to have to guard him. He's not well known outside of basketball circles. He will be after tonight. 3 3-pointers on 3 for 3 shooting, in my recollection.
And Bethel always seems to find a 3-point shooter somewhere. With Baycoat, Foster last year. This year it's Coleman and Baycoat. Jalen Davis is a good 3-point shooter on the bench as a freshman. Pitt goes in for the layup and he's fouled. It's good.
See, that's Mastati Pitt. That's the drive. That's to be picked up by Coleman, I believe, the foul. I think his second.
And Pitt, remember, Frank, he was at Hampton his sophomore year, went to Atlantic Shores, comes back his senior year, and they really needed him last year in the playoffs, and they played Albemarle at ODU. They didn't have that force. Now all 3 of them are back for Hampton. As we're talking about big 3s here, Pitt, Godwin, and Ray. If you throw in Caver, he's another Division I prospect that people need to talk about.
It takes a lot to stand out on this floor, but those guys can do it. New player Zayn Chapman in, play defense here on Barrett.
He's another sophomore they're really high on.
Dickens comes out high.
Baycoat for 3. No good. Rebound Pitt.
Good defense by Jalen Ray, making Baycoat shoot while he was sliding across the basket.
Pitt with a runner. No good. Ray gets the rebound. Little crossover.
He's not going to go back up against with Dickens in there. But Pitt's got his man pinned down here on the block.
Got one for 3. No good. Good rebound by Dickens as he skies over Chapman.
Oh, I tell you, Chapman got fouled on that, no call.
Barrett.
Chapman a little disgusted. He gives up a 1.5 foot to Dickens.
That's not a Wusu shot, so he doesn't take it. Wusu on the wing. Coleman was open for a minute. Now Caver and Dickens are battling down low.
Coach Breon's going to come on and whisper in Wusu's ear. Jeremiah taking his time.
Owusu with the drive, the left hand, switches over to the right, and he's fouled.
Good play by Jeremiah. Foul called on the Crabbers, number 4, Matthias Caver, his second. And that sends Jeremiah to the line, shooting 2 for the Bruins. They got a 9-point lead at the moment here in the third.
Jeremiah Owusu. We call his name a lot in football, and he gets the toilet bowl, as we used to call it, Frank. Free throw.
Drops in. Jeremiah Owusu really went most of the time the best athlete on the field in football, and that's why Coach Hakens is here from UVA to see just what they have. You see him without pads. See
Very
just
impressive.
how athletic he is.
Second free throw is good by Owusu.
9 points now for Jeremiah in this ball game.
So the lead's back to 11 as Pitt calls out the play with Coleman on him. He goes over to Chapman. Chapman.
Bethel stays man-to-man.
Over to Red. Red just checked in over to the Ray with a right-hand reverse.
Good defense. Real good defense.
Yeah, by Owusu. Barrett over to Owusu.
Justin Red riding on Dickens down underneath, trying to keep the big man off the block.
Owusu holding the ball.
I have no idea why that is not close guarding, but
and Owusu goes in the layup.
What a play. What a drive by Jeremiah Owusu.
Now with Ray, a little crossover, good D by Owusu. Ray's going to take a three, and it's going to be, no, it's going to be good. I thought it was short. Good shot by Jalen Ray.
His first three-pointer of the night, a much-needed basket by the Crabbers. 10-point lead enjoyed by the Bruins.
So much talent on the floor, Frank. So much talent.
Really is. Coach Brown wants to see him talk to his team a little bit.
I was trying to figure out when we had this much talent on the floor. I think you can go back to when we talked about the state championship team with Hampton. You had Phoebus, who had Troy Williams and James Daniel. You had Bethel when they had Baycoat. I mean, so much talent that year. This year kind of compares to that with Hampton, Bethel, Kickinton, and Phoebus.
Well, basketball couldn't be in better shape than it is here on the peninsula and in Hampton in particular. We were talking earlier about the girls and how we think girls basketball is in good hands here on the peninsula. Here's Owusu.
Good
just
move
drives
by
right by, slides right by Ray.
Just
and
so
scores. Well, so athletic. Keeps the body in control. Virginia looking at him to play what, safety?
Yeah, that's what they're going to put him at, safety at the next level.
Saw his brother come by earlier, Joshua, who's at William & Mary.
There was some rumors that he was going to walk on at William & Mary for football, so we'll see if that still holds true. He can probably
he was a
give that a try.
Too,
yeah. Laycock, I'm sure, can use him up at William & Mary.
Well, Marquise Godwin stays on the bench for the Crabbers. Coach Walter Brower is going to sit next to Marquise, talk over the game a little bit. Maybe feeling he got off to a few shots he probably shouldn't have taken.
So Barrett, still in point guard, a little behind the back. Has Joyner on him, over to Coleman, the three-point specialist. Coleman with the dribble with the left hand, looks into Dickens. Barrett has an open shot, doesn't take it. Coleman for three, no good. Rebound Barrett. Barrett with a spin move over to Owusu. Owusu was going to go for the dunk. And they're going to call a foul. Good play by Barrett. And Owusu went up for the dunk. I'm not sure what the foul was on. I think they're just going to call the ball, say the ball was out of bounds.
Foul may have been underneath. Jalen Ray has picked up his second foul for the Crabbers. Something happened underneath. They're out of our line of sight. They're going to wipe up after whoever went down. Here comes Marquise Godwin. Ray's going to take a seat with two fouls. Caver, Ray, and Yao with two fouls for the Crabbers. Barrett with three for the Bruins. Coleman has two. So no real foul trouble. Barrett probably the closest.
Inbound from Barrett. Over to Dickens. Owusu in the post. Good move by Owusu. Barrett doesn't take it. Doesn't take many threes. Into Dickens with a nice turnaround. Good play by Barrett.
Dickens in the lane, getting good footing there, good position.
Joyner to the hole. Good pass over to Groggins. Groggins fakes it. He has a shot blocked by Dickens. And Baycoat comes down the court. Baycoat goes in and he's fouled. And lost his shoe in the process.
Foul called on Zion Chapman for the Crabbers, his first.
Good block by Dickens, the 7-footer, as Baycoat goes down and gets fouled.
Well, Groggins is going to realize you either got to take it right at him and try to get him off his feet and dive at him.
Yeah.
Or you've got to you got to not take it in there. Dickens athletic, can jump, and he's 7 feet tall.
It's like Ray is over on the sideline getting taped up on his wrist.
Ray may have gone down hard there. That was that play underneath that we couldn't see. Baycoat's going to take time, tie his shoes. Cam Baycoat again, the third of the Baycoat brothers. His brother Aaron, who's on the bench tonight helping out with the team, a 4-year man at Old Dominion.
And his cousin Damon is a great player at Hampton back in the early 90s. Yeah, another brother, Teddy, who played football at Bethel with a quarterback. So the Baycoats run deep in Hampton.
Cameron scores the first basket. He gets the second one here.
Free throw. And Frank, we've talked about all these players that are going to colleges. Cam Baycoat has not signed anywhere yet. And a lot of offers.
There's
so
coaches in the house tonight. We don't know all of them. They're in here to watch Cam Baycoat.
That's right. Groggins over to Godwin. Godwin fakes it. Coleman, good spin move by Godwin. He has Dickens to alter the shot. I don't know if he got a piece of it, but he definitely altered it.
Couldn't get it to fall. Godwin's going cold a little bit here in the third quarter. Man-to-man defense now by the Crabbers.
Good move by Barrett as he gets stuck. Coleman goes in, gives it into Dickens. Dickens with a nice move, and it's fouled, but it's no good.
Caver with the foul. Dickens does a nice job because he's in that lane 2.9 seconds. He does a nice job. You can't help it. He's got feet like boats to balance out that 7 foot of height. So when he steps in, he's in. He's going to take a couple shots here.
Nice stroke for a big man, though, for seven footer. He's going to Providence College in Providence, Rhode Island. Assistant coach, former Kickingham head coach Ivan Thomas is up there, along with former Kickingham player
Rodney Bullock.
Yeah. So he's going up there with some help and some company from the peninsula.
Good look at Dickens there.
Second free throw is good.
The Bruins pushed it out to a 15-point lead here in the third. The Crabbers have not been able to find the basket very often. Got 3 buckets here in the quarter.
Jalen Ray back in with the left tape job. Pitt over to Godwin, guarded by Baycoat. Bethel by 15. A little surprised by the score, but it's still a long way to go as Pitt goes up and he's fouled.
Masadi Pitt, that's his strength. Take it to the hole and get fouled. That time that's going to be on Coleman, I believe. It is third foul to Sean Coleman. Pitt to the line to shoot 2.
A good look at Pitt. As you said earlier, he's going to Norfolk State next year.
5 points in the quarter so far.
First free throw, no good.
Justin Redend replaces his football teammate, Tariq Groggins.
And seeing him up close, Frank, 6'5", 300.
He's going to have to watch that pick and roll. We got burned on that early. I'm sure he's going to keep his eye out for Dickens now.
Pitt's second free throw is good. So the 14-point lead as Cam Baycoat brings it up with Jalen Ray. Picks him up at half court, over to Barrett.
Crabbers stay man-to-man.
Godwin tight defense on Barrett. Barrett goes left. Godwin's right there. Try to look inside to Dickens. Over to Baycoat, Jalen Ray. Good defense by Ray. Baycoat goes left. Ray is right there. Good defense by Jalen Ray. As he tries to get a screen from Dickens. And they're going to call a foul on Ray.
So Ray picks up his third. Eric Brown, the coach at Hampton, not happy with that call. He thought for sure they had a close guarding 5-second call on that one. But Baycoat able to escape.
Barrett inbound with the 7-footer Dickens.
Who's always open.
Dickens to Owusu, the two-sport athlete. Thought about the shot. He's wide open. Gives it into Dickens. Caver on him. Owusu doesn't shoot it. Back over to Owusu. They're giving Owusu this shot. He's not going to take it over Red. He takes it, and it's going to be no good. Rebound, Harrod. Harrod takes it up, and he misses it.
Well, Pitt out of position that time. He had to foul Harrod.
Giving Owusu. Red just backed up on Owusu, daring him to shoot the ball.
Pitt with his first. And now Harrod to the line. His first chances from the free throw line.
Harrod's first shot, no good. Matthew Harrod, 6'4" junior. Second free throw, good.
Back to 15-point lead for the Bruins. Crabbers run out of time here in the third, 59 seconds to go.
Pitt over to Ray. Ray over to Red. Back over to Pitt. Godwin.
Red's going to set a pick now.
It was hot in the
And he's
first
got
half.
to roll.
Red rolls, but he wasn't rolled to the right way. Over to Pitt. Pitt with a layup, and he's fouled.
Again, Pitt with tremendous effort underneath. They call that offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Pitt.
Boy, that's a tough call down there on Pitt, his second. He's going to come out. Corey Joyner comes in. The Bruins trying to extend their 15-point lead here at the end of the third. No substitution. Yao back in. Jaquez Yao will take over for Matthias Caver.
It comes in for Red. They changed it. It's going to Red.
They brought Red out, yep.
So Bako inbound to Owusu. Owusu goes over to Barrett. Good defense by Joyner. Barrett over to Owusu. Inside to Dickens. Caver with the strip.
Good double team there by the two.
Good pass. And then look, he's going to call, is it a travel? Travel.
A little worried about the three guys going for the shot instead of taking one little bounce and going up. Something like having a 7-footer come at you that makes you think twice.
You're going to think about it, definitely. Bako over to Barrett. Barrett with the ball fake. Good defense by Joyner. That's his specialty, Frank.
Well, Joyner's
defensive player.
Doing a great job. Good, quick footwork.
Owusu, guarded by Godwin. Good crossover by Owusu. Moves it over the goal. Good move, but good defense by Godwin.
He tried to draw the foul, couldn't get it that time. Owusu, not the jump shooters we're learning here.
They're giving him the shot.
Crabbers are giving it to him. That time he tried to take the layup.
Ray goes in and it's stolen.
Basket's no good. And it does it in the quarter for the Crabbers. 9 points in the quarter. Giving them 32 for the game. For the Bruins, a few more than that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So big quarter for the second quarter in a row for the Bruins. And they lead it by 15. Crabbers are really going to have to push here, Wube. I'm not sure they got the horses here at the opposing gym.
Well, if Godwin and Ray can get hot like they did the first time these two teams met, then anything can happen. But
well, I think they're going to need an underneath presence.
Yeah.
And whether that's Yao or Red or Caver, somebody's going to have to pose a threat.
Yeah.
So the defense has to drop off and help. Coach Walter Brower, senior there on the outside of the huddle, longtime coach of the Hampton Crabbers, multiple state titles under Coach Brower. The last one with Anthony Barber in 2012, but with Eric Brown right with him, the two side by side throughout that campaign. And folks, if you think winning the state title in basketball is mighty difficult.
Think about the point guards he's had, Frank. Kevin Swan, Ronald Curry, Anthony Barber, all Division I players, great players. He wants state championships with them. And hopefully he can win one with this group this year.
That little guy used to wear pigtails, Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, he was a point guard too for Coach.
Crabber ball here to start the fourth. They need a lot of points and not give up any.
Pitt for three. No good. Rebound, Dickens all over the glass now. It's just one and done for Hampton. Baycoat. Little double team there. They go to Barrett. Barrett's inside to Owusu. Owusu goes into Dickens. Scott hook. Good.
Nice shot by Dickens. He's going to need that hook at the next level.
Yes, he is.
There's going to be other guys his height.
Yep.
That's a pretty shot. Jalen Ray.
Off. Rebound Dickens. Taking care of the glass now.
Yeah, the Crabbers are going to go only for the three-pointers now as they trail it by 17. All Bruins tonight so far.
Back into Dickens. This time he goes to a spin move. Joyner's there, and Godwin picks it up. Good turnover.
Good defense by Caver.
Godwin for three. No good. Rebound Baycoat.
Not following his shot either. That's going to irk some. Marquise can't get it to fall since the second.
Baycoat, guarded by Godwin. Calls off a ride. Little hand checking going by Godwin. Bako with the crossover. Over to Barrett, back over to Bako.
Coach Brown's going to pull him out. Try to get the easy basket. No shot clock in high school.
No. Dickens for another baby hook.
A real good play by Dickens, but I got to compliment Caver. He gives away a foot.
Timeout Hampton.
But he played good defense. That's all you can do against a 7-footer. Travers trailing by 19 now.
And like you said, Frank, those moves have to be perfected on the next level because
really
there's going to be guys pushing them around the whole game.
There's going to be 6'6" guys that can jump as high as they can.
Exactly.
And so you've got to have that baby hook, and that's a great shot for anybody in basketball.
So it's Bethel's night tonight as they lead by 19 with 6 minutes and 13 seconds left.
Here's good. You see the shot here. Good defense by Caver. All he can do is keep his hands straight up and down, and Dickens sinks it. Desjardins Dickens now with 11 points on the night. Owusu with 11 as well. Bako still leading the Bruins with 17 now through 3. Into the fourth.
And
Bako with only 2 points in that third quarter.
Yeah. All the damage was done in the first half.
Couldn't score.
Yeah.
Sun off the concession stuff in front of us here.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it does. I can almost smell it, Chick-fil-A and whatever else they got in that tray.
Some hot dogs and all kinds of stuff.
Crabber ball here. 6 minutes to go in the fourth.
Godwin.
Take it to the hole.
A good layup by Godwin.
Yep. His first basket since the second quarter. Zion Chapman back in on defense for the Crabbers. Barrett breaks up one-man press.
Back into Barrett. Barrett over to Owusu. Good defense by Hampton. As they almost caused a turnover. His pick came over to help out Chapman on a double team on Owusu.
Well, Barrett's done a nice job. He doesn't get a lot of press, but he's done a nice job controlling the ball for the Bruins tonight. And Bako depends on him to bring the ball up and then to get a good shot.
Harrod over to Bako.
Jalen Ray done a nice job on Cam Bako here as they switch from Godwin to Ray in the third quarter. 2 points only for Bako so far in the second half.
Harrod in the lane. Bako goes in. Reverse layup, and it's good.
Beautiful play by Cam Bako. My goodness, what a drive. Good defense by Chapman, but couldn't get up high enough.
Jalen Ray at the top of the key.
Ray, he's going to draw a foul on Bako. Bako had his arm on him. Second foul on Cam. Cameron Bako now with 19 on the night.
As you said, he had 40 other nights, so he's staying hot. Good week for him.
Good fundamental shooting stroke.
Almost.
Godwin wanted
that three.
I think if he'd been shooting a little better, he'd have taken it.
Yeah. Red over to Chapman. Chapman goes in. Over
and he drew the foul.
Dickens, good play.
That's the way to play the big man. Kind of lean your body in and just pray. Chapman comes up with a foul on Dickens. Dickens second of the night. Big man's played very clean tonight. Yeah. Good defense. Aware of where his body was. That time Chapman leans into him and draws the foul. Good shot of Zion Chapman.
The sophomore.
Zion Chapman, yeah.
Good.
His first point of the night, but not his first contribution. So 18-point lead now for the Bruins.
I don't know when the last time we want to score 35 points. It's been a while.
In high school ball, if you're cold, and the other team is patient.
Yeah. Second free throw is good as Yao comes in for Pitt.
Yao's going to give Pitt a breather here, probably just a short one.
Bako.
Travers
by
pressing.
Chapman. Harrod into Owusu. Owusu goes up for the layup, and it's good. He's fouled.
And a late foul there by Yao. It's unnecessary. It's going to give another basket as Owusu shows his ability to drive. And he gets the third shot. That's going to do it for Yao, at least now. As Pitt got his breather and is going to go out, come back in. With Jeremiah Owusu on the line.
Owusu, good. 20-point lead now for Bethel. Who would have thought this, right? Didn't think I would see this, but Pitt gets the follow-up layup.
He does. Nice drive by Chapman, who's kind of becoming a force out there in this with this deficit.
Barrett over to
there's Chapman
Dickens,
again.
is intercepted. Chapman with a nice move. Goes in, no. Ray gets in there. He loses it over to Godwin. Godwin for three. No good.
Cannot find
Pitt
him.
gets in there, and he's fouled, and misses the layup.
Good aggression by the Crabbers. They finally just going to cut loose. They have no choice. Foul called on Bethel's number 11, Matthew Harrod. His first.
Well, we've seen crazy things in
Oh,
basketball,
yeah.
so this is far from over, especially with the shooters that Hampton has on the team.
Well, Godwin hadn't found his range yet. Pitt now with 11 points on the night.
Coleman comes back in. We haven't seen him in a while. He's hit a couple threes early for Bethel.
Well, he's pretty much a straight-up shooter, so he's not going to do a lot of the ball movement. He doesn't work for his shot. He takes advantage of the opening. Missed free throw there.
Rebound by Coleman.
And the Crabbers just going to try to press.
Barrett is in trouble. Over to Coleman. Coleman over to
Nice
Owusu.
pass.
They were trying to lob it.
That's Chapman again, though, with a nice tip out. Crabbers can't come up with it, but Chapman is really playing his heart out now.
Yes, he is.
Zion Chapman, number 14 for the Crabbers. Time called by Coach Craig Breon and the Bethel Bruins. I'll talk over what they're going to do for the next 3 minutes and 58 seconds. You knew the Crabbers would come alive, and they certainly come to life on the defensive boards and in the defense. Good shot of the crowd there. Very good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, excellent. And you know, these teams might meet again. They could meet in the conference playoffs, you know, region, state, whatever. They're both in the 5A South. So they both move on. I think 2 teams come out of the 5A South to move on to the state. So, you know, they could meet maybe in the conference tournament and maybe even the state or regionals.
Well, this may be the first district loss by the Crabbers.
Oh, yeah, it will be.
They can't make up the deficit. Look at the veteran crew on tonight, Wube, I understand. Working this game.
Yeah, we have Nathaniel Braxton, Susan Bowers, Alan, the intern over there, doing a great job on the floor. Renee Camden, Andy Foley, Matt Buckwalter, Randy Bagoli.
Yep.
And of course, Krista Campbell, your nephew.
Yep. And Renee Camden.
Renee Camden.
Keeping us all straight, including Andy Foley. Dickens, who's always open on the inbound.
Coleman over to Baycoat, goes left. Got away with the travel, gets an up and under move, and it's good.
Good. Cam Baycoat's just having one of those nights tonight. He is playing well. Jalen Ray, right into the 7-footer. Draws a foul on him. Dickens, I'm surprised he doesn't see that more often.
Yeah.
As these little guys try to just come in, lean in. Coach Breon trying to make that point to the official who called the foul. We've seen Chapman do it. Now we see Ray do it. Good shot of Jalen Ray. Misses a free throw. Crabbers can't afford missed anything here the last 3 minutes, 41 seconds.
The senior, the Hofstra commit.
And that's nice because we can see them when they come down here and play. Hofstra will come down and play Old Dominion, I think.
And William and Mary.
And William and Mary, yeah.
Second free throw is good by Ray.
Ray with 6 points tonight. Crabbers will continue with the press.
Gets it into Owusu. Owusu goes in. He's looking for Dickens, but he's fouled.
Fouled by Marquise Godwin. Godwin's second.
They're going to be in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way. Both teams are.
Owusu to the line. Tariq Groggins in. Plays Yao. Jaquez Yao's getting some good minutes tonight.
He is.
Travers looking for speed right now.
First free throw by Owusu was good.
Gotta say, I look forward to seeing him in the blue and orange next fall.
Got a week of National Signing Day, which is next month, to make sure he put that ink on that paper before.
I'm sure that paper's in Marcus Hagan's pocket right now.
Jalen Ray with a layup, it's good.
That time you see Dickens fall away on that. As he didn't want to pick up his fourth.
Lob to Dickens with the dunk. Owusu to Dickens.
Well, it's nice having the 7-footer on your team, because a lob pass anywhere near is going to result in that, just what it does. And it energizes the crowd even more.
That pushes the lead back to 20. As you see,
Dickens down with 13.
Owusu with the no-look to Dickens.
Very nice pass. Perfectly positioned. 62-42, so not a good shooting night for the Crabbers. They pay for it against this Bruin offense, which is tremendous.
You know, not with Ray not starting, he came in a little cold. He didn't get the start tonight, so when he came in, he missed his first couple shots. He did hit a couple, but you know, it was too late. By then, you know, Bethel started getting hot. Coleman hit a few of them, and so it's been tough sledding since then.
21 for Baycoat, 13 for Dickens. Owusu, 5 in the quarter, 16 on the game. So the big three, and Coleman with 9.
Pitt with the layup, no good.
Travers have no choice but just drive the lane now, and they all help each other up. But Pitt comes up limping a little bit. Crashed to the floor hard that time, no call. Give him a chance to get that knee straightened out. In comes Hampton, number 24, Corey Joyner. Number 4, Matthias Caver back in.
Look at the point guard, Barrett. They say throw it away. He was looking for Dickens.
I'm going to say it's one of the first turnovers for the Bruins here in the second half. They have made a good pressure there by the Crabbers. Crabbers playing for pride, Bruins playing to try to put their rivals away here at home.
Chapman looking for Ray. He takes it to the goal. Chapman with the jumper, no good. Rebound of Owusu over to Barrett.
Crabbers been a little short all night on those jumpers.
Owusu with the ball over to Baycoat. Baycoat with another lob to Dickens. Another dunk.
Nice to have him back there.
Spin move by Godwin, no good. Rebound Coleman.
Godwin just can't buy a bucket tonight. Started off hot, went cold in the second quarter, never got it back. Baycoat, knowing he's got the 7-foot mistake eraser in the back.
Owusu.
It's Owusu.
Left hand, good move.
Jeremiah Owusu catching the eye of a lot of basketball coaches.
I'm telling you, good fake by Ray.
Three-pointer by Ray. Too little late
I'm gonna tell you, Frank. He could go Division I for basketball. Owusu could. I mean, this guy's an athlete. Left hand, right hand. He's strong. Maybe he could work on his jump shot.
Jumper, that's right.
But I'm sure any Division I team would love to have him.
Well, athleticism.
And the heart. He plays a lot of heart and determination. As here you go. Here's the pass from Baycoat.
Baycoat just lob it up. Good hands that time by Dickens. He missed the first one a little bit. He just got it on sheer side. That one cleanly caught and dunked.
Get a good look at the Bethel huddle. We talked earlier about Aaron Baycoat helping out.
Aaron with the khaki shirt there.
And
he's back to us.
Breon, his 21st year as head coach. Dean of Boys here at Bethel High School.
Cam Baycoat still a little smile that time. Very unemotional player.
Other coaches, they have Ernest Marshall, an assistant, Wayne Jones, Anthony Frederick, and Diego Ryland helping out Coach Breon over on the Bethel sidelines.
With Walter Brower Jr. for the Hampton, helping out his dad and head coach Eric Brown.
So Hawkins Another one of those young players for the Crabbers is number 40 in for the Crabbers. He's guarding Baycoat right now. Baycoat goes left.
Yeah, that's going to give him some help.
Over to Barrett. Baycoat's open for three. Good.
Yeah. Cameron Baycoat night tonight. 24 now for Cameron Baycoat. Harris.
Whoa, three-point shot is made. That's Hawkins.
Avon Hawking.
The sophomore, 6'2".
I think it may have gone off a rafter and went in. Well, good to see him get some time. Baycoat looking for another pick and roll.
Over to Barrett. Barrett clears him out. Baycoat inside. Now. Inside Dickens. Good pass to Owusu. Owusu with a layup. Good.
Great pass. The two seniors. Owusu now with 20. Justin Red walks through the huddle. I tell you, Justin Red is going to make some great lineman in college. He puts in great minutes on the floor. He hustles every time. But you got it passing like that, nothing you can do with the passing.
Another football player, Jalen Powell, 6'4". He's on the roster as well. So 3 football players on the basketball team.
They may want to put him out there around the basket. Well, outstanding game by the Bruins tonight. Crabbers go cold midway through the second quarter. They could never get back to touch.
So Bethel clearing out the bench here, Frank. Got some new players on the floor. It's like Jalen Palmer, the sophomore, 6'5".
And Harris in for the Crabbers.
Devon, another sophomore, is in.
Both teams got the subs in now.
Rebound by Jalen Palmer. It's over to Jalen Davis, a freshman.
Steal
by Hampton, yeah. Good move. Over to Hawkins. Hawkins over to Yao. Yao goes in. No call. Jalen Davis with the ball, the freshman, with 36 seconds left.
Yeah, they play
Jalen Davis goes in. Good move by Davis, and he's fouled. He scores.
Yeah, and a swipe. So the freshman gets in the book. With a three-point chance here.
Breon was really high on him, so he's going to be a special player. He's only a freshman.
Here comes Solomon Luckett in the game for the Bruins.
Football player for Bethel.
So Davis now for the three-point shot. Good shot of the freshman there on the TV screen.
So many football players between two teams. You get some pads and a helmet and play 7-on-7.
Yeah, there's been some times tonight you thought it was. Although well-played defense both sides.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The Crabbers
could good hustle by Bethel. Jalen Davis gets it. He throws it up and it's intercepted by Hampton. Over to Hawkins. Hawkins has it. He loses it. Yao and Harris bump into each other. Back over to Hawkins for three. No good. Lucky with the rebound. He gets his name in the book. James goes up.
Yep.
That's James Green, 5'9" sophomore.
Yep. So he's going to get a couple shots as the game draws to a close here. 3 seconds left.
Little moments like this, Frank, getting the young guys into a big game like this, even though it's considered garbage time.
Right. Now, Jalen Davis is going to benefit from the 3 points he just scored. Michael James Green.
Good.
Gets in the scorebook. Well, Bruins tonight, Wu-Bei.
Yeah.
Nothing the Crabbers could do. They could not score. That's the way you keep the Bruins scoring down, is score against them. But they couldn't do it tonight. Good rebounds by the Bruins.
Second free throw is no good. Good steal by Davis, but he misses the layup, and that's going to do it.
75-48 Bethel here, and a kind of a surprising result. What do you think?
Really surprised by the result, considering both teams have been the top of the state. The first game was an epic game. But again, when you're off and the other team is patient, like you said, hitting the shot, Baycoat had a great night. And early on, Coleman, Baycoat, and Owusu were having great games, and they just trickled down to the second half.
24 for Cameron Baco to lead the way tonight for the Bruins. That does it here from Bethel High School. Thanks to the crew for bringing you the game, and thanks for joining us here on LSC Channel 48. Final score here, Bruins 75, Crabbers 48. See you next time. Good night.